Okay. Don't keep looking at it. There's a YouTuber named Mishka. Skibby. She doesn't have hair. But she covers and then she tries to live on because that's what people do. You start with what you have right now and you stay positive. So right now we are going to learn something about arrays. Let me just share my screen, all right? Let me know when it's visible. Okay. Okay. Stop sharing group guys. Rather share the entire screen. And now we open up a CMD. Not this, not create ML. मुझे पता नहीं है क्या है. Open a terminal. Yeah. Okay, so first of all, start. Arrays, CD arrays. Okay, so go away, sublime text. All right. Should I just start like right here? Nope. I have some problems. Also need number one लेगा क्या मुझे इसमें से? So this is the first problem, which is meeting room second, and what the wrong is. They should have probably included the description here as well. I have a lead code subscription, by the way, so this is not original content. Meeting rooms 3. Is it 2 or 3? 3. Okay. Let's start with the first one then. Sorry, it's okay. Subscribed. What are you talking about, man? Okay. So you're given an array of meeting time intervals. एक array आपके given है. Given an array meeting time intervals, फिर interval applies. Determine that the person, कोई person, if he cannot attend all meetings, you have intervals as an array. So you have like S1 and 1. So it's an event. So एक event इतना देर तक span करता है. Even meeting है यहाँ पे, and then he has to E2. Take care, we have Sn, En. Can the person attend all the meetings? There should be. So, what's asked can attend all meetings, right? Can he attend all the meetings? So let's open our template if we are able to quickly figure out before moving on to the solution. All right. Okay. Restate plus log the contract. So input format plus output format, types and shapes. We'll return the input means array with tuples. What's the expected output format? Is it Boolean? Yes or no? Okay. Expected Boolean. Right. What counts as a valid answer? Any unique smallest earliest. That's just a Boolean. Yes or no? Our constraints. Value ranges, time limits. Value ranges, these are the constraints. So if you look at the constraints, it's intervals, the length of the interval, then the array. That's like half 10 to the power 4. What's 10 to the power 4 is 10,000. So there's not many meetings, 10 to the power 4. Intervals of file length, which implies it's a tuple. And each start command is like 10 to the power 6. Could be seconds, I don't know. Microseconds. कितना होता है? 1 second into microseconds by definition would be 10 to the power 6. So this is microseconds and anything to worry about. Edge cases, okay. Edge cases explicitly, okay. So empty, अगर interval list है. Empty list में क्या आता है? Yes, he can. But yes, if it's difficult to say yes, you say because it's not like he can't. False would be incorrect. If you say false that he cannot attend, then you have to give a reason why. There are no meetings. Yes, he can, so true. Right? What else can be there? Duplicates, negatives, overflow. Duplicates. Okay. Doesn't return all the meetings. So it's not specified that the start command is unique to a meeting. So assuming क्या आता है? Assumption. One index of the list maps to one unique meeting. Well, it's not really an assumption, it's more of an implication. एक index जो है, it maps to one unique meeting, so two different indices can have same start and end time that correspond to different meetings. It will correspond. Okay. And then what do you mean to duplicate? So if you have same start and end times, would he be able to attend both? Practically cannot. False. Any duplicates at all would mean false. One element. If there's only one element, then it would be true because there's only one element, so you can. There's another restriction you can't do that. negatives won't be there because it's not in the constraints. And these are between 10 to the power 6 and Python int max or range. Python 3 integers do not have a fixed maximum limit. They can be as large as your system's available memory allows. And Python 2 has a fixed run size of the maximum value of system accent. It usually took 32 bit हो सकता है 64 bit हो सकता है so this into power of 10. Let's see. बेसिंग का मतलब है I'm 30 bit but then anyway allowing it. Bluetooth signal. Let's look at some examples. So let's say we have like these are intersecting, not really intersecting or overlapping. In the CPU two intervals are there. One overlap. full normal case. Every case, yeah, got the case. Uh, since he is so assumption ये ऊपर ही है but for assumption यहाँ पे assumption क्या he is able to look at all the meeting intervals beforehand. So it's not like uh, he's faced one. Just say YouTube interviews these days, like you ask them to rank a player, and then but you don't know what's coming after that. He is able to look. With the closed bucket. Just like identifying green. Closed bucket क्या आएगा? Um, now, where will it go? Assume optimistic आ सकता है. जब तक how will it all happen? So if we yes, maintain this. So what would be that attainable? Yes. We have to find its intersection with each other. So we define what happens if what happens to the inter one. And then define the overlap. Overlap. When would you not be able to or one of the is that okay, so then it's introduced. kind of technically it's even also the jobs one start looking closer because and it's also when we have done that, then the start is like is not all can and is overlapping in all the lot of this. Right. That will be the same, but you have to make it content. Um, I will give you the comprehensive all and the mix so far. For each of the meetings, you see, you check if it's overlapping with the current interval is overlapping, and if it is overlapping, then if it's overlapping, then it's false. Right? So I come here and true. If any of them is true, if any of them are overlapping, if any of them are true, then I return that no, that I cannot change all the meetings or continue. And at the end, absolutely the interval here. Then we return this. It's fine. I guess you can run my brute force. So make it flow by mode. So we have is overlapping between into 1 and into 2. Don't touch your face. Okay. Let's suppose I use processor. So this is the naive approach now. What's the complexity here? Let's talk about complexity of group force. Spacing the ON because we had M ray and the number of intervals. N is the number of intervals. Number of intervals. Data point will be divided. Now, so the worst case, you have to check this against all the intervals. So it will be O n into n, O n by n. Worst case. There you go. Find the key invariant statement transitivity. Does the real log ask what must remain true as you move or travel? Now you think about what must remain true as we move pointers or traverse. What must remain true? What must remain true is that um, none of the meats you have to use. Sure. That's in the past. What should remain within the interval that you're about to add should not overlap with any of the existing intervals. Okay, is a Montana property enabling binary search. You're not searching for anything. Actually, we could. If we layout start and end, if they're truly mutually disjoint, and if you think about them in sorted order, all the starts and ends on a straight line, 1D line, they'd all be sorted. Like, so if you sort just the starts and just the ends, if you sort by start, if you sort everything by start, okay, and then the ends are also, they should be sorted. How do you check it's a sorted? Or not? How to check it in a sorter? Best way to check if you just go in a single folder. Okay. Linear scan. Implement to its predecessor or successor. So ON mapping itself, if you sort better solutions or toward better solutions. Okay. Yeah. Stay faster. If sorted by starts, the ends split into starts and sorted by starts. How will you keep the ends connected? If you sort them by starts, then the ends would be sorted by default. does that guarantee? It's not that one. It could be like if you sort by start and then just sorted, doesn't mean that they don't overlap. So it could be like this is one of them. This is the other one. This one. So here, the starts are sorted and the ends are sorted, but they're overlapping. Okay. Uh, but this is not them. You can only yes. What's the ingredient? Which will not overlap. So if I find a new one, now the thing is ingredient is what's the ingredient? Look for ingredient. For the ingredient. Now ingredient. As a ingredient is an element not overlap. Or a meeting should not overlap with any of the existing meetings. If sorted, let's say it was sorted. The what? So if sorted by what? Okay, compass. Especially. I think. No, I'm fucking hungry. I want. It doesn't matter. But ingredient is so when you're talking about an ingredient, already none of the already canned intervals overlap. And an element should not overlap. A new element should not overlap with any not sorted. Sorted. If the can means don't overlap anywhere, then just be sorted by starts. You can just install this one. This is but ये उल्टा भी है कि if none overlap, but एक ordering पे मिस करेगा we're fixing an order. No, it's sorted. But start से करने का end से करने का फिर sorted. End से फिर the recent one is the has the largest end, so you don't have to worry anything about anything before that. But if you're sorting by starts, then you have leeway where the next start. You know, it's not by starts. There input a new element will not overlap with predecessor. अगर if is not by else, is a new element. Yeah, so the new element should not overlap with any of the predecessors. How does sleeping look like? The seems if we talk about the complexity before even jumping into it, it would be sorted and then we are doing scan. So that's what I'm doing extra. And the time would be login for the scan and using a login is better than PC. This makes sense. So it would be broad intervals and then let's do copy over the just overlapping. Before that we use sorted. If in sorting is allowed, sorting is allowed, then it will be on. Yeah, isn't the sorting allowed? Sort and I think so. Intervals are sort. Sorting is not for each interval you want to sort by what's that? Also last start. Is overlapping. For each is shape of it. Yes. Instead of any is overlapping, we just check if it is overlapping interval versus it could be I and this interval is overlapping. Now let me check intervals on this one. First, it's not going to overlap. Like if I is not equal to 0 and if it's overlapping with the I minus 1. Then return the false. Else, I didn't you have to create a new array. Maybe I will test this count. So this is original solution. So it takes no position arguments. You can sort element with the building sort method with lambda function. Key. Let's say key equal to beats 100%. Better than 100%. Wow. What the fuck? Okay, never mind. Uh, what's the minimum state to remember to avoid repetition? What structure summary of the past? Do we need a summary of the past? Do we need data structure for summary of the past? We do not need a summary. Minimum state to remember to avoid repetition. Wait, minimum state to remember. Nothing else. If it was not sorted, we have to remember the whole thing. If it's sorted, then we just have to remember one flag. We're not going to. And you know, this is really fun. Do we really so heap complexity of operation? Yes, okay. Let me see what it is. Then, let's say we create a heap. Sorting जहाँ involve हो गए थे यहाँ heap अगर start से मतलब heap right so create a heap on setting nothing is on actually is on that's not what we're doing so login होता रहेगा वही रूट क्या लोगे ये वाला कर ही सकते हैं depends on your start I don't see anything else obviously but let me just duplicate this good implement and practice yes plus could we use the you can believe oh, that's exactly how sort by start keep them in Hebrew end times so you sort by the start and immediately if the earliest ending meeting still hasn't ended when the next starts all right since sorting is involved I haven't meant to use something like heap might also work. Maybe not the most efficient. Maybe not the most efficient since we're not find max. I mean, you can you start by start, yeah, but you can many people sometimes. Complete binary tree, which can be from the board. Root node has a minimum in the tree. So also tree, the root node. It's also complete binary tree except for the last level, it's represented as an array. So root node as a binary tree, so we have two children at most. And heap is usually represented as an array. Um, Null node is array of I. Parent node, array of I minus 1 by 2. 2I plus 1, 2I plus 2. Canton meetings, heap. The start of overhead is 0. Heap as an array of I. Person anybody enters. If you are heap push to come in. But since you already have, it doesn't buy anything with, you don't need to overlap with the latest active meeting in sorted order. Okay. So not that efficient. The complexity would be what? Space, everything heap. Why do you keep on popping? I'm just going to रखता है तो we keep many heap of size 1 after one time. I mean, not really helpful. This is the demonstrate. Heap period heap push and heap period heap pop, the same board heap here. वो भी कर सकते हैं. complexity against space, zone, constant. And you have time, just moving second. And then that's and you have like, you have sort of enabling. Okay. Then we have to define the is overlap. You can do this already. So what you define is an arithmetic for now. We have to remember the start command. You can write it like this for s comma e, even though it's a tuple. You can write this for s comma e in this. So we start. We have if e. It is one for both, but we must keep at the end. In the start. I think the start is less than current keep as the end time. Starting less than that. So you don't have understandable. Or else you push it without you just push. Keeps there. Then you push the end time out. It becomes you keep on trimming. So it becomes doesn't say length of greater than one. Keep on trimming. Doing down space complex. Q dot keep pop. So you do one pop. Maybe like why no convenience and can be one. Okay. At the end, another thing is sorted by starts, and then you keep pushing the latest interval. So what's the heap? The heap. See the minimum size at all times. What does the heap define? It contains the n time of the recent most started. The means that got started most recently. It hasn't ended. Because that means it has most recently started. It obviously did not overlap with any of them before. All the other means started before this one. Have already ended. Maintaining variance. Okay. That's the assumption of the invariance of the algorithm. Let's check out this. All right. I'll be much, but I have three solutions now. What you got? Nice. Okay. problem? It's been an hour. A single problem. My God. Mein Gott. I do want to drink some coffee. Coffee. Anan. Coffee. Coffee, 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 coffee. Okay. Let me give like half an hour and I'll be back. In stream, ending stream for now.